Hi guys, welcome back to this channel. In today's video, I will show you how to connect your Harmon web domain name to Shopify in just few easy steps. If you're running an online store or you're planning to, this is a very crucial setup that will make your brand look more professional. So let's jump right into it. First step is to purchase a domain name for your Shopify store. To learn how to purchase a domain name, click on the link above. So log into your Harmon web account. So from your Harmon web account, you click on domains, then you click on manage DNS. So the third step is to set up the DNS record to point to Shopify server. So Shopify provides specific DNS record that you need to add to your domain settings. And this record includes the A record and also the C record. So we'll click on record set. So from here, I'm going to create an A record and also the C name record. And in case you have an A record or C name record, what you have to do here is just to edit those settings to point to Shopify's server. So from here, I'm going to add DNS record. I'll put my domain name, click on default. I'll confirm. So from here, I'll click this icon which says edit record set. So I'll add record. The type of record I'm going to add here will be the A record. The name, we'll set it to art. Then the address should point to Shopify's IP address. Then I'll click on confirm. So the record has been created successfully. So I'll create another record, which is the C name record. And the name will be set to www. And the C name, which is going to point to Shopify store, which is shops.myshopify.com. And I'll click confirm. So with this guys, we've created the A record and the C name record. And we can also create this record from the zone editor. To do that, I'll go to homes, I'll go to services. From here, I'm going to click manage and I'll scroll up. I'll select DNS zone editor. I'll click on edit. So currently here, I already have my C name record, which is pointing to shops.shopify.com. So I can also create it here. I'll click DNS record. I'm going to set the type to C name and the name to www. The C name, which is set to shopify.shopify.com. And I'll click on create records. So you can see here that the C name record already exists. Now this was the first method I used to create a C name record. So it already exists. So in case the C name record doesn't exist, the C name record here will be created automatically. So I'll click on cancel. Then I'll create DNS record again. The type here is going to be a record. The name will be at, then the address, which is IP address. Then I'll create record. So here I have an invalid DNS record, invalid name provided. So in this case, I'm going to create my DNS record from my cPanel. I'll click on cancel. I'll scroll up. I'll go to cPanel. So from here, I'll search for zone editor. Click on the zone editor. So from here, I'll click on A records. The name of my domain name here, and also Shopify's IP address. And I'll add an A record. So with these guys, we successfully created our A record using those two methods. So you can create your A record from your client's area, or you can also create your A record from the cPanel. Now in this video, I ensured I used the two methods, the client's area method and also the cPanel method, just to make sure that my C name record and my A record is completely correct. So I'll go back to my client's area. So from our DNS records, we can see that our domain name is pointing to Shopify's record, which is shops.shopify.com. And also the A record should also be pointing to Shopify's IP address. So from here, we can see that our domain name and the A record here is pointing to Shopify's IP address. So with these guys, we successfully created our DNS record to point to Shopify's server. So the next step is Shopify configuration. So you log into your Shopify admin account. So I'll go to my Shopify store. So from here, I'm currently on my Shopify admin account. So if you don't have an account on Shopify, you can go to Shopify and create your account. So you log into your admin account. So from here, I'll click on settings and I'll select domains. Now from here, I have a default domain name that Shopify gave me, which I can use to access my website. But from here, I'm going to click on connect existing domain. So from here, you enter the domain name you want to connect to Shopify. So I'll click here, enter my domain name, then you press next. So from here, we can see the error. The A record doesn't point to the Shopify IP address, and also the C name record doesn't point to Shopify's domain name. So domain name verification on Shopify can take up to 48 hours. Once your domain name is verified, it's going to be listed in the third-party domain name section. So after 48 hours and your domain name is not connected, you can contact someone support team and we're going to help you out effectively. So I'll go to settings, then I'll click on domains. So the next step is to set up our domain name as the primary domain name for our Shopify store. So I'll click on my domain name. So you can see the error message here that the DNS updates can take up to 48 hours. Just like I said initially, after 48 hours, our domain name should be connected to Shopify. So from here, I'm going to set my domain name as the primary domain name. So I'll click on change domain type, then I'll click on primary domain name. I'll click domain type. So with this guys, our domain name is now the primary domain name for our online store. So I'll click on view. So I can enter my Shopify store using the password that Shopify gave me. So I'll click on enter using password. Now from here, you can put in your Shopify password. Now this password by default comes from Shopify. So I'll go back to my Shopify admin account and I'll exit this. Then I'll search for password, remove password for online store. Now scroll up to password protection. Now this is the default protection password that Shopify gave me. Now you can see the message here to let anyone access your online store, you can pick a plan. So when you pick a plan, anyone can access your Shopify store without using any password. So I'll go back to my store. From here, I'll paste the password and I'll enter. So as you can see here, our primary domain name is now connecting to Shopify store. So thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope today's video has helped you out. Like, subscribe, and share.